Hello and welcome, Skull Kids, little Majora's masks, sleeping in the Kakariko graveyard. Wake up. Today we bring you another episode of Duelyst. So you can pass your friends Duelyst and fall in love with Duelyst all over again. Wanted to bring you guys the rarefied video of me playing Abyss, because I love it. And I don't even notice, like I never do, but he has 400 Abyssian wins and 100 Songhai wins. So this guy, S rank Nivix with a number next to his name, this guy's on a different level. So we're gonna hope for the usual cheese that we like. Everybody likes playing Abyss. We're playing the ramp variation. You know us. We're making some little dudes, sacking those little dudes, and making big dudes, using those big dudes to do angry things. But I'll let you find that out for yourself. In case you've been living under a stalagmite or some kind of a rocky place, you might not know that Songhai got nerfed. Oh, for children. And everybody, instead of playing tips and tricks and tits and tatters with their masks now, like Skull Kids, they're playing that Spellhai. And myself, I don't play Songhai. I'm high as it is. I'm high enough. I just say no to that Spellhai. I started off this game, the friends that got me into it all play variations of Songhai. So, just to spite them, I disenchant all the lantern foxes and other various Songhai cards that I get. I've never gotten a tusk boar though. That would be a tasty 350 spirit, but I digress. I look at my hand, and this is the moment where you really wanna, sometimes you just wanna cry. You wanna ask yourself what you're doing in life. And speaking of foxes and boars, right on cue, we got a fox and a boar. I lose the mini Jaxi 50-50 and land in enemy territory. Blah blah blah. I'm lucky I have one notch left in my spectral blade, enough to really minimize the loss from giving him Phoenix Fire. How the phoenixes and the foxes get along, I don't understand. But in general, I'm not too scared of Lantern Fox in this matchup. I mean, somewhere in my deck I have Night Star Assassin. Somewhere. Just not when you need them. And seeing that I draw a Sarlac, I'm feeling good. Because if you don't know about Sarlac, well, you better know, because he's coming in hot. He's merciless. He's grabbing at your Adam's apple. That's all I'll say about him. A terrible draw here. I get 2 Shadow Dancers. And absolutely not enough dying in sight. So we're gonna throw away one of those right away. For lulz, we punch him in the face and send Sarlac to Tahiti. Pack your bags. After his nice vacation, he then goes to the Bahamas. Hey Sarlac. After the Bahamas, he going to Wisconsin. He getting closer to home. But you know, Sarlac Daddy, just a rolling stone. I'll take this opportunity to summon a 3-mana Spectral Revenant, just as a personal record. And I make a suboptimal Jaxi down at the bottom, which really should have been placed right here. So now I'm hoping he doesn't have 2 spells out of hand, and that he must take another 4 damage. But strangely, he punches my punch and gives me the Ghost Light, which kills all of my dudes. Slash sends Sarlac on a new vacation. With his Primus Fist, he's made a nice defensive tactical wall, preventing me from popping down this Jax, which is not a 2-1. And I look at my hand and I'm afraid, because Spectral Blade doesn't last too long when you're getting shot in the face for 2. I put away the Shadow Dancer in hopes of a better tomorrow, and I don't really find it. With this turn, I can equip a blade, take down one of my foes, and drop one of my remaining minions. And to tell the truth, I'm not entirely sure which of these was the better option. As you see, I contemplate gaining 4 life, but I realize that my health total is out of range from your standard shenanigans, especially now with the mask nerf, and I go for the positioning advantage. So hopefully he won't be able to wall me away from picking off his mini Jax. He runs away and engages me from afar. It's very interesting. He could have repositioned his Primus Fist right here, above this guy, and protected it, while diffusing my Sarlac, but maybe he doesn't see that line of play. So now, this is the first time I've ever had a Panddo buddy on my hands, and I notice he can't be attacked. So using this negative to my advantage, I decide to move him into position. Seeing as how I can't get off a nice grasp, it's time to make a Vorpal Reaver and waste a grasp for shits and giggles. Because sometimes in life, you got to think big. That grasp of agony, that's like future sight coming up. And here, much to my surprise, see, I'm very pensive. He gives me another little panddo. Now I'm thinking to myself, useless panddos. But then, instead of abusing the small animals, I become a tactical genius. And I say, you'll never get this. You will never get this. Until you can break out of the cage in one day, you will get this. A very conservative play here would have been to blade up and then make the to move over here, kill the fist if I could, make the Reaper out of sight, but you know me. After losing one Sarlac, I can't control my greed and making another. Here I laugh because I suck. I love Reaper the 9 moves. It's as random as I am. It's a great minion because it gives me random things. I was playing against a guy today that I killed his Reaper and he got an Archon out of my deck, and I lost the game because of it. So here I see he makes the Sword of Mechazor, but I'm fairly insulated from attack because of my Panddo assassins. Before firing off that exchange, I really want to make another Shadow Dancer. So here, we pull the old drain in game for 2 using the Shadow Dancer and everyone's favorite Kamikaze Sarlac. Sarlac don't die, he just goes to the pen for a while. And I kind of bait myself into a fairly poor trade. I mean, there's a possibility that he would buff that cannon and snipe my Shadow Dancer as it is, but here I open myself up to lose one of my 2 MVP pandos. My unattackable 0-2 baller moving wall of justice. Because now, as you can clearly see, he's got 9 mana and a viable target with his Frenzy Bro. But a drain and gain for 3, not too bad. Here I get absolutely wrecked. If I had only positioned this field up higher, he wouldn't be able to park it right in this prime position and cleave all of us for 6. At this point, I know my last option is punch this dude in the face and babies in the corner. Move my unblockable MVP Panddo wall, and I contemplate here who to heal, but you know the answer's obvious. I gotta try to keep this Revenant alive so that he can't just burn it down with his Shadow no Jutsu. Oh boy. And seeing that, S-Rank Nevix falls. I really wanted to bring this match to I guess showcase the lack of Mask of Shadows rather, and how much easier it's gotten. Also, this is a cautionary tale. You smoke too much of that bamboo, you give your opponent too many of those pandos, and you're going to regret it. Until next time, it's been another episode of Duelyst. Goodbye.